Hey there, VR enthusiasts! Today, we're diving into the exciting world of Meta's FrameSync OS upgrade, which promises to revolutionize the way we experience virtual reality on the Quest. Get ready to explore a new level of visual smoothness and immersion. But before we dive in, let me share my initial thoughts. Personally, I think this upgrade could be a game changer for VR, especially for those who've struggled with the occasional hitches and stutters. What makes this really interesting is how FrameSync aims to address a fundamental issue in VR, motion-to-photon latency. Now, let's break down the details and see what all the hype is about. First things first, what is FrameSync? Well, it's Meta's new frame timing algorithm, designed to replace the old phase sync technology. Phase sync was introduced shortly after the Quest 2's launch as an optional feature, and it's become an always-on feature since then. Its main goal was to minimize motion-to-photon latency, which is essentially the delay between your movement and the corresponding visual update. But here's the thing, without phase sync or frame sync, VR apps rendered with fixed latency, which meant the tracking data used for the frame was often outdated. That's where FrameSync comes in, with its innovative approach to prediction. FrameSync uses a robust statistical system that takes into account more than just the past few frames. This means it can make far more accurate predictions about how long a frame should take to render. As a result, it doesn't need to fall back to fixed latency mode, which is a big deal. According to Meta, this should deliver more stable frame pacing, fewer stale frames, and lower motion-to-photon latency. In simpler terms, that means visually smoother VR on Quest. Now, let's talk about the impact of this upgrade. FrameSync helps stabilize frame pacing, which typically shows up as less judder and fewer visible hitches during motion. This is a huge deal, especially for those who've experienced the frustration of stale frames, especially long streaks. FrameSync reduces both the frequency of stale frames and the longer runs that can disrupt an experience. And let's not forget the lower motion-to-photon latency, which makes interactions feel even more immediate and responsive. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows. There's a catch. FrameSync might increase CPU and GPU usage, which could lead to thermal throttling and a net reduction in performance. However, Meta suggests that this should be rare, and the majority of apps should see a net improvement. So, it's a trade-off, but one that could be worth it for the overall experience. In terms of implementation, FrameSync is already available for developers to enable in their apps through the addition of a simple metadata tag in their Android manifest.xml. From Horizon OS v2.03, it will become the default for all Horizon Store apps, with an opt-out available for apps that need to. So, if you're a developer, I encourage you to test it out and see the benefits for yourself. In conclusion, FrameSync is a significant upgrade for VR, offering a more consistent and visually smooth experience. It's an exciting development that could push the boundaries of what's possible in virtual reality. So, what do you think? Are you ready to dive into the future of VR with FrameSync? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more VR insights and analysis.